Let's talk about responsible AI. What is responsible AI? Well, responsible AI is a way to make AI systems that have the following characteristics. It's reproducible. When it makes a prediction and does an action, it should be able to do the exact same thing under similar circumstances. It should be human-centered. What it does should be empathetic and concerned with the well-beings of humans. It's transparent and explainable. That way, whatever it does can undergo scrutiny and be justified. It should also be fair so that it doesn't treat people differently and so that it doesn't infringe on copyrighted materials or personal privacy. And it should be reliable and safe, so that way AI systems are trusted with their roles. The word ethical is typically used when describing responsible AI, but ethics can vary from person to person, culture to culture, or company to company. Responsible AI should be standardized to account for everything in this chart so that regardless of personal, cultural, or company ethics, it is still all these different things that'll make the AI systems of the future responsible. Why bother with making responsible AI? Well, as I'm sure you know, AI is playing a bigger role in society. If it is to be used responsibly, it needs to be trusted with its job. For example, Meta tried to make a large language model to aid in research by generating data, and while for the most part it did its job, it was still capable of straight up making up information. In the case below, the user asked Galactica, which is Meta's large language model, to write a wiki article about bears living in space, and it completely made up a narrative about a bear named Bars that was sent into space by the USSR, and it clearly did not happen. Another more serious example is with the Tesla's driver assist features. It has been involved in 736 crashes and 17 fatalities since 2019. AI doesn't have to go through the same driving test and standards that human drivers have to go through, and that is a problem. Clearly, something is wrong with how AI is currently being implemented. How is it different? Responsible AI revolves around humans and has safeguards in place to keep them safe and be trustworthy. Another important aspect is that it mitigates bias and treats everyone fairly. An example of bias in a current implementation can be seen below. According to Bloomberg, when they use Stable Diffusion, which is a generative AI that makes images, to return photos of different professions, they found that there was a serious issue with how it viewed people in different income jobs and what it thought its gender or a person's gender or skin tone should be for those jobs. This implementation is not fair and would be different under a responsible AI implementation. Another key characteristic is that responsible AI is explainable. While traditional AI is a black box that can't be explained, or that can't explain how it came to a conclusion, responsible AI is able to give a step-by-step procedure to how it arrived at a conclusion, making it easy for a person to trace the AI steps. And an example of that can be seen on the image to the right, where the AI explains why it thinks the image is a cat. Also, this allows for its mistakes to be traced back and corrected via reverse engineering. Why is responsible AI important? Well, it reduces legal issues so that the data it trains on is obtained within legal standards and so that it doesn't infringe on a person's privacy. It will also standardize how an AI system should be implemented so that AI systems everywhere can be trusted. Transparency and the ability to understand AI's actions will certainly help with this. Also, when a responsible AI is in a situation outside of its training data, it can take precautionary measures to ensure it handles the situation reliably and safely. So who all does it impact and how? Well, it impacts everyone. If you're sharing the road with an AI, you want to make sure that it's able to perceive you and act in a way that won't put yourself or anyone else in. If you need to reference a chatbot for anything, whether it's marketing, research, or what have you, it should be able to respond to you in an understandable way and provide you with relevant information. You also want ads that are directed to you to be relevant and respect your privacy, and a responsible AI system should be able to provide just that. When AI is used in manufacturing, you want it to be able to trust it to make things with minimal defects, and to be able to fix whatever defects you find, and a responsible AI provides the framework to do just that. Finally, you'll eventually want to trust any AI systems that may be used in piloting to fly you across the world, so responsible AI is important to setting those standards as well. My sources, and thank you